Hey guys, and welcome to Minigun Tutorials. So you have bought your Godox LED light source, okay, for your video making, your cinematography or whatever that it is. I don't know, okay. I personally bought it for my YouTube video making, right? So, and I was so excited because I bought it on eBay and the actually it was actually shipped from China to France, Paris specifically. I currently live in Paris, so it was shipped from China to over here. And when I finally received it in just like 4 days or 5 days, I was so happy and thrilled to start using my Softbox to start my video making, right? But unfortunately, when I switch it on, okay, I just plugged it and then switch it on and off. Okay, I noticed that this was working. So when I'm using the buttons, it works perfectly well, and I can actually increase to whatever brightness that I want, without any problem, right? But when I try to use the remote control wasn't working, so I was just terrified. I didn't know what to do. I even reached out to what do you call it, the sellers, okay, via eBay, and then he replied to me and said I should remove the batteries, put it back in, and then retry. So I did that, and it worked, but I had to do something extra that I'm going to show you, okay, for it to work, okay, because before he even told me this, I had repeated several times, the same procedure of removing the batteries and putting them back, but it wasn't working. So I did a lot of research, and then I finally came up with a solution. I had to compile all the different information that I got, and I finally came up with the solution to make it work. And I'm deciding to share with you because you probably too might have been going through a similar problem. So let me show you. The remote control is actually like this. So okay, so you have your batteries inside, as you can see, and then these are the kind of batteries that you need to put in, right? So you put something like this and you should be good to go. But when I switched it on, I can't remember what was on the screen. Okay, I can't remember exactly, but this was like 4400K or something, Kelvin or something. And I can't remember whether the brightness was at 50 on the remote or whatever, And then, but when I tried to increase or decrease, it wasn't working. All right. So the solution was that after I removed the batteries, okay, and kept them back in, what I did was that I had to just simply come to the lamp, okay. So you see this button here, which is GRCH or something like that, this particular button. So what I did was I pressed on it, okay. So just press on it. If you have pressed on it once, you see that this thing is blinking. Okay, you see that B is blinking, and I can actually shift it to, I don't know what exactly B is, so you can let me know in the comment section. So if I should rotate this, you see that it will move to, no, sorry, let's take it again. So if I should click on this, then B is rotating, and then I bring it here, you see that it moves to what, A or B, right? So initially, on the remote control, it was actually on A, okay? The remote control was on A, and then the lamp source too was on A, something like this. And then over here, let me press to set. Once you do, for example, if I rotate it, sorry, let's press here again. Okay, so you see that it's A that is blinking, so I can set A. So I can set A to be this or that. Once I select what I want, for example, if I set it to B, then I just press on it. and then it's selected. Now if I should press on this twice, then this number 2 will be blinking. Okay, so I don't know, I think GR here is for the number 2 that is blinking, and then CH is for B. That's what I suppose, right? So if I click on this and click on it again, it will select GR. Now this one was actually on 1, so it was something like this, right? So this is how it was. So this was on 1, and then this one here, let me press on this again, this one was on A, something like this. Let me set it. Okay, so this is how it was. And then the temperature, okay, was actually as far as I can remember, I can't really remember what the temperature was, to be honest with you, but it was something like, what the most important thing to note was that it was on 1 and then what, A. So at this point, let's try to increase or decrease the brightness and see. So you see that it's increasing. All right, you see that on the remote control the temperature is increasing, but it's not for the lamp, nothing is working, right? That is simply because even at that time, this particular one here, the CH was also 1. Okay, so let's try to set it. So if I should set this to 1, so okay, this is 1. Now let me press on this one here and make this one what, B, A, sorry. All right, perfect. So let's try to increase the temperature. You see, now it's working, right? Okay, it's working, right? So let me decrease it and see. I want to see how far I can go for the temperature. And press on and hold so that it will just go down fast. Right, so I can go as low as 10%, right? Now that this one is on 1A and this one is also on 1A, it's working perfectly well, right? I could also increase this to 2. So if you want to make it, you could increase this. So you press on this, okay, all right, and make this one 2, and then press on this and make this one B, and press to select. Now you could also do it this way, okay, and then when you put it on 2B, for instance, then you also make sure that on the remote control you press on this CH something, increase this to B, press on the CH something again, increase this to 2, press set. Now let's try to increase or decrease the temperature and see. See, it's working. So in a nutshell, this is how you fix the problem. If you turn on your light, okay, and then you notice that the remote control is not working, simply make sure that the settings on the remote control are the same as the settings on the lamp. So there are 2 important things to note. The first one is this CH here. You make sure it's 2 or 1. Here 2 must be 2 or 1. I prefer putting it back to 1. So I'll press here, press again, make this 1, press here, make this one A. Now press on set. I will also do same for this. Okay, so I press on this, make it BA, press on this, make this one 1, and then press on select or set. And now there is one important thing that I want you to know, okay? When you set your what do you call it, when you set your light, okay, after you do the first setting, you would notice that when you decrease the brightness, okay, on the remote, you realize that the brightness would decrease as low as, okay, the brightness would decrease as low as 25. However, the lamp will only can go as low as 10. So that will be another problem. Now, how do you fix that problem? If you have such an issue, for you to fix the issue of of this particular issue of, let's say, this particular issue whereby if you are using this, you can go down as 10. Okay, you can decrease the brightness as low as 10. Meanwhile, this one will only stop at 25. If you have such a problem, how do you fix it? The only way to fix it is to make sure that your temperature here, okay, so you press on you press on select or the set, okay, and then you increase the temperature. You increase the temperature to, let's say, so you see that the maximum is actually 5600. All right, so you leave it at 5600, and then you also as soon as you increase it to 5600 and you set it, and now when you decrease the percentage of brightness, it will be able to go as low as 10. Okay, and from now on you no longer have to use these buttons, right? So you can sit wherever you want and you'll be able to control your LED light source. So let's have a recap of what I've said. Is that make sure that this one, if it's 1A, make sure that this one too is also set to 1A, and at the same time, if you make sure that the temperature is increased to 5600, and then you leave it there. Once you do that, you are good to go. Now you can set the temperature to whatever that you want, but you do this initially, and then it should be able to work. If you also want, you could make this one 2B, and then here to 2B, and then increase the temperature on the remote control to 5600, and you'll be good to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped. Please subscribe. Bye.